Simmer down now.
Excuse me?
Everybody want to return something, so just simmer down now.
I wasn't even getting excited.
Simmer down now. Get the stuff in now, you hear? Get. Okay, everybody simmer down now, one at a time. Give it here.
Okay.
Give it here.
Okay.
Slow it down now, simmer down.
Stop telling us to simmer down.
Slow it down now.
Look, we don't need to simmer down now. We just need our money back.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. I got a couple cops in my family. They just signed up to serve, right? They just want to make their communities a safer place, and they want to go after criminals, make sure that their families can live safely and your families can live safely. Most cops, most people who sign up to serve either in the military or firefighters, police, EMTs, that's like their desire. That's their desire. They don't sign up to go after their political enemies, especially because of their skin color. That's like not the thing that you do. That's not why you go into law enforcement. And so generally, the top should reflect the nature of the people who actually serve, right? As firefighters, EMT, cops, and service members around our communities. If you are in the hellscape of New York, which has very swiftly descended into a third world failed state, you would see kind of why that's all happened if you look at the Attorney General. She is the top law enforcement official in the state. Her name is Letitia James, and she is not focused on solving any crimes at all. She is focused on one single person, because she doesn't like his skin color. Ladies and gentlemen, Orange Man bad. This is the sole individual that Letitia James, the top law enforcement official in New York, wishes to go after, and she's told you many, many times what she's about to do.
I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president when our fundamental rights are at stake. I believe that the president of these United States can be indicted for criminal offenses.
Will you sue him for us? Oh, we're going to definitely sue him. We're going to be a real pain in the He's gonna know my name personally.
Yeah.
That man in the White House who can't go a day without threatening our fundamental rights.
Yes, we need to focus on Donald Trump and his abuses. We need to follow his money. We need to find out where he's laundered money. We need to find out whether or not he's engaged in conspiracy. It's important that everyone understand that the days of Donald Trump are coming to an end.
I look forward to going into the office of Attorney General every day, suing him, defending your rights, and then going home.
So she says, I'm going to go into the office of Attorney General, the top law enforcement official inside of the state of New York, which has so many horrific, bloody, brutal, awful crimes happening inside of that state that we can't show them to you here. We get age restricted or have the videos taken down because they're so, these are like publicly available videos that the police are putting out, and we can't even replay them for you because New York has turned into a deadly, evil, crime-ridden cesspool, third world hellscape. And the top law enforcement official is telling law enforcement, who supposedly work for her, that this is her number one goal. Now, the law enforcement officials are the ones who, of course, are the standing in the gap. They're the ones who you're going to call if there's something bad going on. And so it's their lives at stake. Letitia James is quite literally, for political purposes, putting the lives at stake of New York City police officers. And of course, we saw the beating of a New York City police officer on camera. We are beginning to see at quick pace the horrible results of somebody doing this and not actually taking law enforcement seriously and not actually taking, like, prosecuting criminals seriously, and instead using her office for a political gain, which is exactly what she's doing here. So expect to get told when you stand before a bunch of law enforcement officers, the New York Fire Department here in this clip, and to get told to go f yourself. That is exactly what happened with a bunch of firefighters. Letitia James booed at the FDNY ceremony, New York City Fire Department ceremony, with chants of Trump, 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 Trump. Oh man, this is a absolutely tasty one. James filed a lawsuit against the former president last year, alleging that he inflated his assets and committed fraud. Of course, he didn't do any of those things. They had to go shop to a anti-Trump, leftist deranged TDS stricken judge who just made a decision based, of course, on his own political animus towards Donald Trump. Totally evil. Please get out of New York if you live in New York. New York City Attorney General Letitia James was booed at a firefighter ceremony on Thursday, drowned out by a crowd who shouted Trump, Trump, Trump. The booing erupted as James walked up to the stadium to honor the swearing in of the first African-American woman chaplain of the FDNY. Come on, we're in the house of God. Simmer down, James told the rowdy crowd. Thank you for getting it out of your systems. Yeah, got it. Here we go. There we go. Boo. Check it out, baby. Radical Democrat AG Letitia James booed an FDNY event as they erupted into chants of Trump. Here's a different angle into my veins.
Oh, come on. We're in a house of God. First, simmer down. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
I can't get enough of this. It is so nice when these elected officials are brought low and when they are humbled and when they are facing the consequences of their own policies. This is called consequence culture. Breaking, Letitia James brags to New York Fire Department firefighters about swearing in an African woman chaplain. The audience chants Trump, 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 Trump. Okay? New York City Attorney General Letitia James gets drowned out by pro-Trump chants during New York Fire Department ceremony. Awesome. The chants prompted James to respond by saying, "Come on, we're in a house of God." Yeah. Oh, really? Has that ever stopped you? Really? These are the same people that said that you need to support lockdowns and our grotesque, murderous policies during the coup because you're a Christian, because you believe in God. These people are evil. They've quite literally used religion against the church and against Christians and against believers. I mean, we call that demonic activity, actually. Letitia James booed at the ceremony in New York, drowned out by chants of Trump. This clip is going thermonuclear viral. New York fire departments, she told them to simmer down. Oh yeah, simmer down. This is the chief law enforcement official, God help you, New York. Chief law enforcement official telling the people who literally make her job possible, the law enforcement, to simmer down. Also, why would this surprise you? Have you seen these photos of Donald Trump and how law enforcement in New York love Donald Trump? They adore Donald Trump. How good Donald Trump is to law enforcement in New York? Have you been paying attention? What did you think was going to happen here? Have you seen this? Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Letitia James got a taste of how Americans feel about her disgusting behavior towards our president. May she never have peace again in her rotten life. Totally agree. Nobody likes this woman. Letitia James, drown out. She is as corrupt as it gets. Letitia James greeted by boos and chants from Trump. Members of Congress going after her. Anti-Trump radical prosecutor Letitia James gets a warm welcome from New York's finest. Letitia James finding out, this is Andrew Giuliani, Rudy Giuliani's son. Letitia James finding out how New Yorkers feel. Our great FDNY will welcome her from now on with chants of Trump, 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 Trump. The boomerang effect hits Letitia James at an event in Deep Blue, New York City. Yes, that's right. Donald Trump is remaking the political lines. I hope that Donald Trump actually does do a rally in New York. She's corrupt to the core. Make America great again. Donald Trump has spoken out against Letitia James multiple times and how evil her prosecution is of him. This is the prosecution that's costing Donald Trump hundreds of millions of dollars. I think that the ruling was $700 million. Donald Trump going in on Letitia James.
It's a witch hunt in the truest sense of the word. It's election interference. And it just came out, this was just right now, Letitia James visited Joe Biden in the White House numerous times during the Trump witch hunt. And this just came out about 10 minutes ago, I got it. And so it's all a conspiracy to try and get Biden, who can't put two sentences together, trying to get him into office.
Donald Trump calling it correctly. And ALX, executive producer for this show, says New York State Attorney General Letitia James uses her ex account, her official ex account, not even her personal one, to almost exclusively post about Donald Trump. Doesn't New York have other problems that their attorney general should be concerned about? And this, of course, got a response from Elon Musk saying, that's a little interesting there. So, yeah. Imagine, I think that there's something that the left figured out that is particularly venal and malevolent in our system, which is that they can get elected Like, there's never going to be accountability. They can get elected and use the taxpayer dollars, because taxpayer dollars fund all these offices and all these prosecutions. They can use taxpayer dollars to go after their political enemies. And so they can effectively weaponize resources against the public and against our interests, because the people want Donald Trump, as proven right here. So this is the year of F around and find out. F around, find out. That's what we're going to learn this year, ladies and gentlemen. Letitia James is such a wretched individual. Well done, FDNY, for booing her. Now, please, New York. I don't know. Is it too late for New York? Probably. There's good people in New York. Like, I truly hope it's not too late. But, dude, read the headlines. So either get out of New York or stay and fight and try and save that place. Either way, you're going to need God's help. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get a little bit of help by subscribing and liking and sharing this content. Staying based. It's your boy Benny. See ya.